Last 2 to 3 months I have been invited by various corporate organizations, namely about 7 of them. एक से reference दूसरे पे गया, and I was invited to talk about, I was given a slot of about 3 hours on almost all the organizations to talk about corporate vision. Each organization has its own respective corporate vision. Some things they want to steer also, the navigational input for that institution. And under that subject, the primary objective which I gathered was from these people. 9 to 5 for them was nothing but practice of yoga. Attending every telephone call, incoming telephone call was a yoga. Communication on any strategization was a yoga. We have a couple of yogis here also. It's not so that we don't have yogis in this room. We have yogis in this room. We have, Professor sir, we have yogis in this room as well. There's no doubt about that. But it's for the larger context to understand that the practice of the yoga is from the day-to-day dispensation of the ordinary activities that we count in, merely ascribe them towards mundane activities. A boredom, monotonous routine. संवाद योग हो सकता है, विचार करने की वह अवधि जिसमें मनुष्य मनन करता है, वो योग हो सकती है. इन लोगों ने 9 to 5 में योग किया है और इसके अतिरिक्त कुछ नहीं किया. ईश्वरी धर्म का अगर आप जीवन उठा के देख लें तो उसकी सबसे बड़ी सिद्धियां तो हमारे सामने हैं. और सिद्धि किसे कहते हैं? What is सिद्धि? When you acquire excellence in anything, that is called siddhi. Siddhi does not mean to create some sort of an illusion, that is the hype which is given to an ordinary mind. The siddhi, इससे बड़ी क्या सिद्धि होगी? असुरों के होते हुए तांडव में एक देव शक्ति ने एक राष्ट्र में इतने बड़े अधिष्ठान की रचना कर दी, इससे बड़ी सिद्धि की आवश्यक कोई है? And the kind of marvel of engineering he has been able to create, the work culture which he has bestowed to us is immense. Ordinary people cannot do that. A Karma Yogi alone can do that. A Karma Yogi can be from any race, creed, caste, religion, whatever it may be. Does not matter. Discrimination is not the criteria for Krishna. He can have any name for that matter. Pallam Kalyan Sundaram. Unfortunately, we scarcely can recall these names and associate with them. Indra Nuni, a name which I have recently added, she's a Karma Yogi. If you study the life of this lady, she's a pure Karma Yogi. And every moment she's learning. An Indian lady taken over the chairman of a flavored water company. It was almost unimaginable. सोचा नहीं जा सकता था. और वो जैसे ही उसने कंपनी अपनाई, अपनाने के पहले दिन उससे पूछा गया, What is your mission statement? इसे कहते हैं कर्मयोगी. उसने तत्काल कहा कि मेरा मिशन स्टेटमेंट है प्रॉफिट विद पर्पस. I want profit, but I want profits with purpose. Without purpose, I don't want any profit. I want to go to such an extent where I don't have to go for CSR, corporate social responsibility. She says to apportion funds to CSR to me. Indra Nui ke shabd hai. To apportion funds to CSR according to me is like making a crime or a sin, committing a sin first and then sitting down in a confession box to admit and to say, okay, I don't want to run with impunity. Lo, मैं CSR दे देता हूँ. She said, no, better than CSR is to work with profit with purpose, and she started with that. And what was she prepared for? She was prepared for even her own rejection by the board. Because the first thing she launched was in the worldwide. Probably Indians don't know. Katrina को जुकाम हो जाएगा, we all will know where she went, what was the doctor, what probably pill she took, how is she today, who all met her. But we don't know what Indra Nui did. She said, with profit, with purpose, the first agenda which I have with me is, every minute we are releasing polluted water to this planet. We are contributing to polluted water. I want to raise the standard of the affluent plants to such a level where we become the benchmarking for the entire world. And then she started working on that. प्रदूषण के ऐसे संयंत्र उसने लगाने शुरू किए जो विश्व में कभी देखे नहीं थे. ऐसा पानी उनके प्लांट से निकलना शुरू हुआ जिसकी कल्पना नहीं की जा सकती. कि जब भी कोई हम तप करते हैं उसका कुछ ना कुछ हमें शुल्क कहीं ना कहीं तो देना होता है. But one thing is for sure, these people are karma yogis. I picked up those examples. There are many. But in India we need to replicate them. In India we need to have many more like them. Because the kind of state of economy we have today, things are not fading into the harmonious affluence. We may be heading towards a bright future, but the way we are heading, the pace we are having, is not something which is conducive. With the mantra for these young boys, like Sahil, the mantra for today is to grow big, grow fast. And to grow big and grow fast, we need nothing short of Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga which can minimize the conflicts inside us. The interpersonal relationship conflict. When I ask for reports from the HRDs, because HRM से मेरा लेना देना नहीं होता, HRD से मेरा लेना देना होता, तो एक ही बात निकल के आती, directors, executive directors, you go on asking. They all will have one voice. It is very easy to manage coal, electricity, stationery, transportation. You can manage any resource, but to manage a human, it is very difficult. It is very, very difficult. किसको कहाँ किस टीम में फिट करें, ये चल भी पाएंगे कि detriment create करेंगे? How it is going to happen? It's very difficult. If somehow Karma Yoga can dawn, teach people, क्योंकि कर्म योग के जो 43 श्लोक है, 43 verses, they are gospels of immutable knowledge that can withstand the test of any time, not only 21st century, but even probably after 2 millenniums, इसके बाद भी 2 millennium बीत जाएंगे, this knowledge will remain the same. That is the beatitude of this knowledge. If you are able to teach that knowledge, if you are able to create the entrepreneurial instinct, which is the mandate of the day of this nation, probably a great job can be done. I feel somehow this nation cannot be changed by politicians alone. Teachers are required. Teachers are required for that. And for the teachers, it is mandatory to have a knowledge they can source to, a knowledge that can transmute it, transform an insight, make it more productive, more focused, devoid of any distraction, जो पूरी तरह से केंद्रीभूत होकर के निर्धारित उद्देश्य के प्रति अपने आप को आहूत कर दे. और इसके लिए कर्म योग का जो योगदान है, इसके शिक्षण का योगदान है, बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण है. और इसी के अंतर्गत ये जिसे सिनर्जी, सिंक्रोनिसिटी इत्यादि जैसे शब्दों को हम प्रयोग में लाते हैं, उन्हें लाने की चेष्टा करनी. दुर्भाग्य यह है कि इस विज्ञान को, मैं ज्ञान केवल नहीं कहूंगा, विज्ञान को भी, it is not about devotion alone. It's about involvement, intense involvement. और जिन्हें बड़ी बड़ी चुनौतियों का सामना करना है, जो हर घड़ी मरना नहीं चाहते, हर घड़ी नई चुनौती का सामना करके आगे जाना चाहते हैं. People like Kurian, can you imagine in this country, जहां हर दूसरा व्यक्ति कहने को उसको देख वो भी कर रहा है, उसको देख वो भी कर रहा है, उसको देख वो भी कर रहा है, हम भी कर रहे हैं. Dr. Kurian constituted a central government department, National Development Dairy Board, NDDB, in Anand, not with Government of India fund. I think many people out of you would be knowing it. You'll endorse me. आम आदमी से दान लेकर के भारत सरकार, केंद्रीय सरकार का एक अधिष्ठान का निर्माण हुआ, दान लेकर के इन लोगों ने किया. We have created marvels, and many more marvels now. In India we are short of such marvels. Let me be very candid about this. In the capacity of a teacher, the more I go, the more I teach, the more is the depth which I experience. उपनिषदों ने किसी भी मनुष्य के जीवन के लिए यह लक्ष्य दिया है. पूछा जाए, what is your mission statement? This is what we teach When we draw the knowledge from the second verse of Karma Yoga, the first exercise we embark upon is to ask people to script a mission statement for their life with the least number of words. और हमारे ऋषियों ने उस काल में, उस अनजाने काल में किसी भी मनुष्य के जीवन को एक उद्देश्य दिया था, आत्मनो मोक्षार्थ. And मोक्ष means not relinquishment. It means to graduate, to inch further, to evolve, प्रगति करना. चौथी से पांचवी में जो होता है तो मोक्ष होता है. कॉलेज से प्रोफेशनल लाइफ में जब जाते हैं तो मोक्ष होता है. पीछे को बाय बाय करते हैं, आगे जाते हैं. और यही एक मनुष्य के जीवन से आशा है कि दिस वेसल शुड बी अ सोर्स ऑफ अकम्प्लिशमेंट. वी अवेल दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी इन फॉर्म ऑफ ए बिजनेस. बिजनेस माने केवल पैसा कमाने का नहीं, एक ऐसा धंधा जो जीवन को मिला है प्रगतिशील होने का. और इसीलिए कर्म योग ने जनक को उदाहरण बनाया है. संभवतः जब आनंद मीमांसा का कार्यक्रम था, मानो जानता आप में से कितने लोग वहां थे, जनक के उदाहरण पर एक बहुत बड़े प्रशिक्षण की आवश्यकता है. योर आइडेंटिफिकेशन हैज टू बी अकम्प्लिशमेंट, नॉट ए पोजीशन. ये पूरे भारत में हमें बहुत बड़ी एक इसकी होड़ लगानी है कि तुम्हारी पहचान तुम्हारे पोजीशन से नहीं, अकम्प्लिशमेंट से है. इट्स इनकंसिडरेट यू हैव A8, A6 or Q7, does not matter, or L7 series of BMW, does not matter. They can be possession. What is accomplishment? Accomplishment है साहब कि मैंने 1000 लोगों की इंडस्ट्री लगाई है. I've given a dignified way of livelihood to 1000 more people. I've created wonderful, it's an exuberance of wonderful class of work जो मैंने अपने राष्ट्र को दिया है. मैं ये इस रूप में कंट्रीब्यूट करने जा रहा हूं. A model I've created like Satyakant, I'm replicating it throughout country. This is my contribution. This is my accomplishment. Does not matter. When if you're getting out of Maruti 800, फिर कार से जाना जाएगा. अच्छा, this is your car. Oh, wonderful. Now we have possessions as a matter of identification. It has to be accomplishment and not possession. Because entrepreneurship is not about possession, it's about accomplishment. और ये कर्म योग सिखाता है. जनक इज नॉट नोन फॉर द पैलेशियल ह्यूज पैलेस विच ही ओन्स. He probably must be having his own private jets during those times. He's known for something else. He's known for something which is created. Janak means the source of birth. Jana se Janak. One who can source the birth, innovativeness, ideational process. That is Janak. And that can be certainly crafted, such beings can be crafted through Karma Yoga.